Welcome back, and back to women's hoops. We saw that IUPUI win over South Dakota State on Thursday. Now, the Jackrabbits have only lost back-to-back games once this season. That was to Central Michigan and Marquette way back in November. And the Jacks we're not going to let it happen again. They put that IUPUI loss behind them and took care of Western Illinois on Saturday, while IUPUI kept it rolling with their 5th win in a row. Jackrabbits trying to rebound from that loss in Indianapolis on Thursday. Ashley Eide had a dozen for South Dakota State. She goes over 1,000 in her South Dakota State career in this ballgame. Megan Witashik, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. The Jacks took a lead early on some three-pointers by Rachel Walters, but Sole Conte-Taite goes for 16 to lead the Leathernecks. But SDSU led by 16 at the half. Witashik comes out, makes it 19-point lead for the Jacks right out of the gate. Gabby Bover on the runner. Jacks up by 17 midway through the second half, and then Bover with an and one. South Dakota State only shot at 33% for the ball game, but they got to the free throw line 29 times and made 20 of them. Bover again, and the Jacks on their way to their 20th win of the year, 61-52, the final in this one. Back in Indianapolis, the Jaguars going for the sweep of the weekend, taking on North Dakota State. Danny DeGagne had 3 steals and the strong finish, 11 points, 8 rebounds for DeGagne. Shanice Teague inside. And just like Thursday, the Jags played 12 players, 9 of them scored again in this ball game. Jamie Van Kirk at the other end had 6 for the Bison. Here's some more bench points. Akila Sims came in, played 10 minutes. She had 6 points. Nicole Rogers, even more productive than that. She had 6 points in 6 minutes off the bench for IUPUI. They put away the Bison in the second half. Katie Burkle, steal, spin, and a nice score here. And it was a 1-point IUPUI lead at the half, just 20-19, but IUPUI broke it open in the second half. Dee Bellamy on the steal and the score, 7.7 rebounds, 6 assists for her, and the Jags win it by 17, 57-40. So the Jags get a regular season split with North Dakota State. NDSU won the first time around by 3 points in Fargo. Now, IUPUI still has an outside chance to catch South Dakota State at the top of the standings. We'll show you those standings in a minute. But first, finish up with South Dakota, finishing up a rough weekend for them. Here are the Yotes at Fort Wayne, and Kansas City getting another great game from Elise O'Connor in a win on the road at Oakland. A pink day in Fort Wayne in honor of the Coaches versus Cancer effort that's going on all this month. Chris Paul even with the pink sneakers there for Fort Wayne. Sam Mayer off the bench for the Coyotes hit a couple of threes, and USD up early on the road. But Amanda Hyde got it going in this one. 23 points, a little slash there for Hyde, and Fort Wayne up 36-28 at the half. Second half, USD came back, took a 2-point lead, but Hyde again. She was 7 of 7 at the free throw line on her way to those game-high 23. Fort Wayne put up 29 threes in the game. They made 9 of them, 3 each by the Mock sisters, and Fort Wayne wins it 71-64 over the Coyotes. In Rochester, Michigan, Kansas City, and Oakland, Elise O'Connor had 21 in this one for Kansas City. Victoria Lipscomb for her 3. She had 14 to lead Oakland in scoring. And then Peyton Aspey. Oakland led this game by 8 with about 12 minutes to play, but a great game for Kansas City sophomore Lexis Hardick. She was 6 of 8 on threes on her way to 18 points. Hardick again, Kansas City on a 13-1 run midway through the second half, and they win it by 9, 59-53. And should say by 6 in that ball game, 59-53 the final for Kansas City. Anyhow, here are how the women stack up right now. South Dakota State with 2 games left at home against Omaha and at North Dakota State. IUPUI, the Jags play at South Dakota and at Kansas City this week. And we go to Vermillion for the campus spotlight on South Dakota when we come back.